Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of Rendezvous with Anza Saqib on CxO Global TV. CxO Global Forum is a knowledge sharing platform for all C levels across the globe. We take massive pride in contributing to the knowledge economy with our League of Extraordinary Thought Leaders. Now, these aren't just domain experts, ladies and gentlemen, but those key individuals that are now contributing towards thought leadership and policy making in the fields that they're working in. Today, as well, we've got an extraordinary gentleman with us. His name is Mr. Muhammad Faizan CTO, and he's the co founder and CTO of Aishco Solutions and Consultancy. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. And it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much, Faizan sahab, for joining. Sir, so beginning of the journey की बात करते हैं. Where did this journey start professionally और यहाँ तक कैसे पहुंचे?
Basically, I started my professional career very early when I was like 18 years of age. I was doing it with my bachelor's degree. So when I started my bachelor's, I started to do job as well. Initially, I started as an internship in the Premier Group. I worked there for 2 years. Premier Group, by the way, is the leading sales distribution company in Karachi, and I had a good experience there. I worked like around 2 years there, mainly related to the IT technology. Then I completed my bachelor's. I joined Medtech Consulting. I worked there for a decade. So for 10 years, we created a lot of solutions regarding in each and every domain we created. So I joined there as a junior developer, and when I left there, I was like the lead software architect of the company. और उस कंपनी की बात ये थी कि एज बिल्कुल ही इनिशियल में मैं वहाँ गया था सो आई हैड टू डू ईच एंड एवरी वर्क फ्रॉम फॉर माय ओन so if you join a corporate company, you just have to follow your things and not everything. So I luckily, whether I'm very blessed to have good people around me, and I have learned a lot of them, and they also have learned a lot from me. So I've always been blessed, and so we worked together for many projects, which included the SaaS services and as well.
राइट
और
अच्छा सर अगर मैं बात करती हूँ आपके माशाल्लाह इट्स बीन अ वंडरफुल जर्नी सो फार बट वहां से स्टार्टिंग एज एन इंटर्नी एंड नाउ बिकमिंग अ को फाउंडर एंड सीटीओ तो एक लिटरली एक ड्रीम होता है स्पेशली अगर किसी भी हम यंग लड़के लड़की से बोलें कराची से जो नो ग्रो अप होके निकलते हैं तो what exactly is Ashco Solutions? How did you come up with the idea? And what exactly is the value proposition of it? क्या problem solve करना चाह रहे हैं? I'm unable to hear you, sir. I think mute हो गया. जी, I can hear you now.
Okay, so जब हमने start किया तो we were facing a lot of requirements from our clients from abroad, which were related that everyone wants to have their solution for themselves first. They want to use themselves, and then they want to sell it to the other people. So that brings an idea in my mind that we should follow the multi-tenant model. It's the self-service model. So SaaS model works basically is that you create a software first for yourself. You keep on optimizing the code. You keep on creating new features, and once it is stable, we sell it to 10 other people as well. So
Wow.
so it is we have like to do effort one time, and if you create the structure in a way that it helps others, then we can sell it globally as well. So most of our clients, which basically like these ideas, are international. So we get a good response from USA. So whenever we pitch them the idea that why don't we just do it for yourself, do it for everyone, and you can earn some dollars as well. So mostly they get in, and Alhamdulillah, it's been going fine. Currently, we are in Karachi, and we are just a startup. If you ask currently, we are in a consultancy business, and we are also trying to create our product as well. So our main goal currently other than our consultancy services, is we want to get into a proper product. And for that, we are basically working on our SaaS-based HRMS product. So
Wow.
in that as well, we are not trying to promote the HRMS too much. We are trying to promote the SaaS.
Mm-hmm.
On that, everyone should try to basically create the product in a way that they can leverage the other as well.
सर, दो सवाल आते हैं मेरे जहन में. एक तो ये कि आपने HRMS की बात की, तो how do you think, and mind me for being a little less informed about this, but do you think कि हम उस दौर में अब आ गए हैं जहां हमारे पास बैम्बू भी है और वर्क डे भी है, कई सारे और हमारे पास HRMS सिस्टम्स हैं, उसके होने के बावजूद do you think an indigenous solution can cater to the needs of the international markets and compete?
It's a very good question. I usually get it a lot of times.
Yeah.
So if we talk about any solution, you will find thousands reasons to thousands of software of the same type that you can basically work on. So every software has its own capability, and every software has some features which make them out of the blue, which comes out of the blue. So our thing basically is that we are totally trying to implement it in a way that it should also be like a physical office support stuff as well as a remote job one. So whenever we see softwares currently, they either you have to take one software for the physical office one for clock in, clock out, and for the remote one, people are using altogether different options.
Yeah.
Currently. So we are trying to tackle those scenarios. Also, we are trying to go paperless. So still, if we go to the onboarding process, the interview process, the schedule process, we waste a lot of our papers. And those papers basically, when you just write them once, then they just go to the garbage. Mostly they are not being patented. So definitely, if a company is hiring 100 plus people, what's going to do with the interview sheet and stuff? They're going to throw it. So we are bringing in the concept of e-document. E-documentation in a way that you can just fill it online and they are submitted and preserved for as long as the companies want.
Right. The second thing that was very interesting about your business model is not just developing an in-house solution, but then also the second phase of it, कि किस तरह से आप उसको different iterations करके international markets में बेच सकते हैं. How did you come up with this idea? Because most of the solution providers for any SaaS solution only cater to particular industries or genres.
Basically, because of my experience in the past, we have been creating these sort of software that everyone wants to basically, as like in the US especially, everyone is like the big opportunity getter. So anything they create, they just want to just catch it as level they want. So we basically tried to come up with the idea. So as like we have created so much applications, we have the structure and the architecture of things ready. So after that, we have to create it, the software in such a general way that it can basically support major options. And for that, we need to give configurable options to all of our clients. So
Right.
as you as a client, maybe your company is a partnership company. One company comes as a SECP registered company. Both of the products are totally different. So when we come, we have to give some configuration options to all the companies that you can give other one can also use and the other one can also use. Also, what majorly brings is the data thing. So if people are still using their desktop applications and they are like everyone is vulnerable to the viruses and stuff. So
Yeah.
we basically can say the database, the cloud thing, everything comes to ours. So basically we provide services to those as well. So if there are errors, we are like all to all, you don't need to worry about the servers, you don't need to worry about anything. So we will basically make all the part as well.
Right. So, sir, because mashallah आपका इतना experience है, if I were to ask you कि how can, अगर मुझे एक sentence में बताएं, how can businesses of today make their processes most efficient? what is the top one thing that they need to keep in mind?
For following proficiency, basically there are several topics. It's a big sort of a subjective question, but I can basically give you the key points what I think is right. So for making your business or the process more efficient, first of all you need to build a good team. So a good team is not like everyone is fully skilled tech geek. We don't need every person in the company to be a tech geek. So we need mixed blend, and we need internees. We need to have people who are willing to learn. So if people
Right.
are willing to learn, then we can basically try to build a good team. So if we have a good team, whether they are too much skilled or not, we can basically go together to make our businesses more process more proficient. Other than
Very
that, we have
point.
whether
Other
other than that, we have to be we need to know how to delegate our work. So
right.
there is a culture in the company that we can delegate our work. It can help us grow more quickly. So if you basically run alone, you can just run fast with everyone. But if you run together, you can move abroad. So you
A
can
longer distance. Bilkul.
go longer distance. Uh, you should know your goals. You should know what are your goals. Non-goals should be there. Goals in perspective of the complete year, in perspective of 5 years, and everyone should know their roles. That what roles we are operating in the company. If I am the CTO of the company, I need to look at the business. I don't need to look much at the business aspect. I need to look at the architectural aspect of the application.
Absolutely.
And the other my other part, the CEO needs to look at the business development and things and stuff. So there should
Absolutely.
be clear roles and reasonable roles. And definitely transparency in everything is the key. So if you have clear communication and transparency, you can do wonders. So I
Right.
always believe.
राइट सर इस बात पे आते हैं कि एक अक्सर एक कंफ्यूजन होती है विच इज द मोस्ट प्रॉफिटेबल या विच इज द मोस्ट फ्रूटफुल इन्वेस्टमेंट टू बी मेकिंग इनटू द बिजनेस दीज डेज अगर मैं आपको 3 ऑप्शंस दूं लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल डिजिटाइजेशन ह्यूमन रिसोर्स या कैपिटल what will be the most fruitful investment at this point in time?
Every aspect in terms of their have their valuables and everything is important. Like it can't be we can't just eliminate one part and take this one. But other than that, we should basically follow digitalization in perspective that just like I am sitting in Karachi and you are from a different city. So how we are getting is because of digitization, we got to know. So this is very important. So your profile, your business profile, your personal profile is now much more valuable than actually your hard skill. So now there is a term that we need to have good soft skills rather than hard skills. So we find the people to basically get the hard skills, but we don't find people to have the soft skills. So it is very important. Other than that, the fruitful investment you can do is basically upgrade your resources, upgrade your skill set. So majorly, if you go uh, anywhere, like personally, even you want to invest in yourself or in the company, you should teach people the courses. You should basically give them options to learn new things. So the more skilled the team is, the more skilled you are, the more chances of you are to basically convert your work pitches to clients. So I think it's very important.
I agree 100%. I work with a global MNC and वहां पे यही होता है कि आईटी वालों की तरफ से अक्सर हर 2 या 3 महीने बाद कोई नई सर्टिफिकेशन आई भी होती है रिगार्डलेस ऑफ विच डिपार्टमेंट यू आर वर्किंग इन बट आई थिंक बैक इन द डे अगर मैं कंपेयर करूं हमारे फादर से या ग्रैंडफादर से तो आई थिंक कि उनकी एक जो लर्निंग का पोटेंशियल था उस वक्त काफी लिमिटेड था आई थिंक हमने जो पोस्ट कोविड एक ग्रोथ देखी है and continuously learning. It's beautiful how workplaces are now changing. Sir, थोड़ा सा हटते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी की तरफ से एंड लेट्स टॉक अबाउट लीडरशिप. If I were to ask you, leadership को sum up करें in one sentence, what would that be?
Uh, Again, it's a subjective question, but like leadership is not a role. Leadership कोई role नहीं है और leadership आपके पास seniority से नहीं आता. Leadership basically you have to be a leader, and it's not necessary that if you are like five people in the team, every member of the team.
We cannot figure out from your LinkedIn profile कोई ऐसी information या कोई ऐसे facts अपने आप के बारे में बताएं.
Recording in progress.
जो हमें LinkedIn पे मिले ना.
पहले तो मुझे एक मेरा ड्रीम है, still it is a bit professional. I want to create an application that should serve like millions of people. I haven't created it yet, but I have this big ambition that inshallah one day my application will hit a million. Other than that, I have got basically idea, and I want to give back to the community. I want to basically start something for the junior people, like for the people who are just graduated from the university and stuff. So still, there is a lot of syllabus in the university, but somehow when people come to the market, they are still unable to get the job. So I want to create a bridge and teach them these skills and stuff which can basically help them in their life. So this is one of my two dreams I have. And also I like to volunteer in the NGOs, people who are working hard for the deprived people in the society. So we have this obligation, and we should everyone should basically try to participate in this.
What a noble thought, Masha.
And I have interest regarding I don't have much interest in television, media and stuff. I usually probably basically the television stuff. I like to read books. I like to watch some cricket matches, and other than that, still we need to take our time for the family. So I love spending my time with my family.
That's lovely. Sir, आपने क्रिकेट का जिक्र किया तो आजकल what do you think about Babar Azam's captaincy and leadership?
I think leadership is sometimes you need to hold yourself back for the team, and I think probably he is the same at the moment.
Right. Any real life lessons that we can learn from cricket?
From cricket, first thing you learn is the discipline. So you need to wake up 6 a.m., have some breakfast, go to the field, and if it's a test match, you have to repeat.
Yeah.
So consistency is something we can learn from cricket. Patience we can learn from cricket. Like people who are like not in form, and they take a lot of time to come back in form. But if they have patience, they can survive. Just like you can see example of Raj.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
How much resilience he is on the back. So these are several lessons we can learn from cricket.
Thank you so much, sir. In the interest of time, we will have to wrap up here. But before I let you go, we are grateful for your time. And last but not the least, मैं आपसे यही पूछना चाहूंगी कि what do you think is the utility of forums like CxO Global?
Oh, it's an amazing forum. It basically represents the whole core values of knowledge sharing. I like the idea of knowledge sharing platform. So we see many ideas of communities and stuff, but to be have the core values of knowledge sharing, and it's an amazing thing. Other than that, I don't see any international global forum operating from Pakistan at this level, just like the CxO Global is doing. So heads off, and they're doing doing a wonderful job, and especially he put so much heart to this cause and community, and it's truly remarkable. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Okay, thank you so much, and very nice talking to you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for today. But keep watching. We have many other interesting guests lined up. Keep us updated with your comments and feedback. I'll see you next time.